This is Nick Pavlidis, and I keep the game goes on again.
Welcome to 5 Minutes with Dad, starring Pavlos Pavlidis, where you get to spend a few minutes with the smartest and coolest guy in the whole world, and his dad, too. And now, here are your hosts, Pavlos and Nick Pavlidis.
Hey everybody, this is Nick Pavlidis, and thank you so much for being here for another episode of 5 Minutes with Dad. This is the podcast where you get to listen in on a little father-son time with me and my 5-year-old son, Pavlos. Before I play today's episode, I want to do a few more thank yous and then talk about the resource of the week, which is a fun game that I play with my kids this past week, and it was a blast. Okay, today I want to thank Rachel Rofe, Rainbow AF Terrain, Anna Malikian, and Steve Scott 65 for the awesome reviews in iTunes. If you haven't reviewed us yet, you could do it at 5minuteswithdad.com/iTunes review and 5minuteswithdad.com/Stitcher. All right, the resource of the week is a game that Pavlos learned in school in music class to teach him the difference between the sounds and the volume in songs. And it is essentially a game of hide and seek, except you're not hiding, you're hiding something. So it's designed for a set of keys, but you can really hide anything. You hide something around your house, one person does, and the other people have to search for it. And it's sort of like the hot potato, cold potato, where you're getting warmer, you're getting warmer, you're getting colder as you get closer and away from it. But instead of just saying you're getting warmer, you're getting colder, the person who knows where the item is hid, the person who hid it, has to sing, "I have lost my closet key in my lady's garden." I don't know where that comes from, but that's what's on the sheet that he brought home from school. So anyhow, and as you get closer and closer, you start singing it louder and louder and louder. And when you're really close and you're facing it and you're about to find it, essentially the person is screaming, "I have lost my closet," and it's really, really fun. We played it for maybe an hour. We hid the thing so many times, and we went from whisper, and the kids were both hiding it while I searched for it, and it was just a great time. It was a lot of fun. Got silly. The kids really enjoyed yelling and screaming and singing. It was really cool. Anyhow, so I don't know what it's called, but it is a really fun game. You hide something and you essentially just sing softer and louder as the person gets close to it. Enjoy the show. Who's ready for another awesome episode of 5 Minutes with someone?
Me.
That's right. I am here with Pavlos Pavlidis, and we are getting an extra few minutes at bedtime to have a nice little chat, right?
Yeah.
So, Pavlos, today I thought we would talk about 3 things that you learned at school this week, okay? Now, I remember you told me one really cool thing, and what's that?
I forget.
What was the thing that you learned with all the circles?
Oh, a snowman.
That's right, but not just any snowman. What kind of snowman did you make?
Last name snowman and none in the 8 row.
That's right. Ye made snowmen with circles, and they wrote each letter of the last name on a circle and taped them together to be a snowman, and then you put hats and everything, right?
Yeah.
So Pavlos Pavlidis had how many circles?
And so did Ryan.
That's right. So some of your other friends had it too. And so you learned that in math class, right?
No.
What class did you learn that in?
I didn't. It's not in class.
What was it in?
It was in work centers.
Oh, the math work center?
Yeah.
That's cool. And what work center did you have today?
Turtle work centers.
What's that?
You have to color in your turtle and put its shell back. And you put tissue paper on the shell.
What was that demonstrating?
How to make tortoises.
How to make tortoises? Yeah, but was it science? Was it talking about animals? What was it? Was it math? What was it?
It was not math. It was power block, but a different not the same way as power block goes. It's a different power block way.
That's cool. Could you tell me one thing that you learned about that from school today? One thing you learned about tortoises from school?
That tortoises cannot go in the water, and I learned a couple more stuff, but I forget.
That tortoises can come out of the water?
They can't go in the water, Daddy.
Tortoises can go in the water, can't they?
No, they don't have web feet or slippers. They have feet. You can go on next power block.
So I should come to your class?
Yeah, and I'll be there. I'm not gonna start off with you and someone else's.
What do you mean you're not going to start out with me?
Off with you doing something.
Will you teach me about the tortoises if I come?
Yeah. You have to come on power block, Daddy.
When do you guys do power blocks?
I better see. I forget.
So yesterday you learned about your last name and how many letters are in it. And today you learned about tortoises, right?
Yeah.
And can you tell me one more thing that you learned at school this week?
Daddy.
What?
This is what it looks like.
What looks like?
Our snowman one we made.
That looks awesome. Yeah, Pavlos has a little chalkboard that he's drawing on right now. And he's drawing a cool snowman, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Pavlos, tell me one more thing you learned in school this week.
Math.
Math? Okay, let's talk about math. Because PE, you play games and you learn how to control your body and things like that, right?
Now.
What do you do in PE then?
We play games and we sit when the teacher says drop anchor.
When the teacher says drop anchor, you sit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we play game and then we tag people. And sometimes we have the glove tag game. Sometimes we play a game where you tag people and Daddy.
What?
We in math I learned how to do plus.
You learned how to do plus. Tell me about it.
I'll show you. 1 plus 2 is 3.
Awesome. That's right. If I ask you some pluses, will you be able to answer them?
Yes.
What numbers do you answer pluses with?
Any number.
So if I said, what's 2 plus 4, you'd know how to answer that?
What's 2 plus 4? 2 plus 4 is 6.
That's awesome, Pavlos, how you're learning how to do pluses already. All right, so I'm going to go in and give Angie a kiss. Tell everyone it's past my bedtime. I'm going to do my math and go to bed.
I'm going to do my napping and do another show.
Tell everybody thank you for listening to 5 Minutes with Dad.
Thank you for listening, but wait for the next show.
So there you have it. Another episode of 5 Minutes with Dad in the books. Thanks again to everyone who's rated and reviewed us in iTunes and Stitcher. If you haven't yet, we set a direct link for you to go right to iTunes, 5minuteswithdad.com/iTunes review. And you can also do it at 5minuteswithdad.com/Stitcher. And don't forget to play the hide and seek game where you hide something and you sing softer and louder as someone gets closer to the object. It's a lot of fun. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to 5 Minutes with Dad. To submit a question for an upcoming podcast or connect with Pavlos and Nick, head over to 5minuteswithdad.com.